Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, my name is Jimmy and this is Patriots Glow. And in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you an easy woodworking project that you guys can go ahead and sell in your local booths or online in your Etsy store. So if you guys stick around, I will go ahead and show you how to turn a cedar fence picket into 1200% return on cost. So let's go ahead and get to this build. Okay, so always remember whenever you're going to work with fence pickets or any other type of wood that might have staples in it, go ahead and remove all of the staples out of there. You do not want those running through any of your saws on accident, dulling your saws out, and maybe even worse. So go ahead and remove those staples and let's run this table saw. Now, when I went ahead and set this up, this should be 2 3/4 inch, but I went 1 3/4, and boy did I get lucky and pay attention to what I was doing. Went back a couple of times, went, wow, that's the wrong measurement, and made it the 2 3/4, got it lined back up, and went ahead and ripped that in half. Now, you don't have to do what I end up doing here, and I actually end up coming back through with this board and ripping down the other side so that both of them are exactly the same width, but there was something going on that I wanted to make sure that I had both of those ripped down. It just took a sliver right back off of that other side, so not a big deal. You don't have to do that. You'll never notice it if you don't do it, but I was doing something, so that's what I ended up doing here. That brings us over here to the miter saw. Now we're going to go ahead and mark out 4 18-inch pieces and make 4 of those cuts. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Here's the fun part, because I accidentally messed this up when I was doing mine, and I want to give you the right measurement. I did these 4 inches long. I even looked at everything, did my measurements to make sure everything was the way that it should have been, but I was off by an inch. Go ahead and make these 3 inches long. You don't need them any wider than that. But you're going to set your miter saw to 45 degrees, and you're going to cut 16 of these out. And you're not going to have to flip anything, running it down the saw one piece at a time until you get 16 pieces. And like I said, I kind of messed mine up because I made them 4 inches long and I was just one off from completing it. So I ended up having to cut another one off of another piece. Oh, hey, save this piece for later. Now, really, there's no huge explanation on how to do this. You're going to make it look like a snowflake. So just the way that I have it oriented right there, you're going to do the same exact thing. I put wood glue in between every single one of these, and I use 2 screws on opposite sides from each other. One on the top, one on the bottom. And then when I put on the next slats, I just keep alternating it so that those screws don't ever actually overlap with each other, and you'll be perfectly fine. Now, I am using drywall screws, so they barely come out of the front of that. And that is what that square piece that I'm going to have here in a minute from before that we saved is going to come in handy for, because that is going to hide those little pieces that are sticking up. Now, since all of these screws are going to be on the back side, you aren't going to see any exposed screws, and it will hold together perfectly fine. You could brad nail all of this, but it's really, really secure using screws all the way across, and that's the way I recommend doing it. And right there, you see that square piece? I'll slam a bunch of brad nails into it, and bam, everything's hidden and safe. Now right here, I'll show you exactly the way that I do it. I put glue on everything, and then I will put the other parts of these snowflakes on here. So just follow those steps and you'll be perfectly fine. Hey guys, I wanted to jump in here real quick and let you know that I still have those slate coasters on my Etsy shop for sale. Every purchase of those slate coasters gets you a free entry into a drawing for, I will put a picture of the cutting board on here. So not only will you purchase a slate coaster, but every coaster that is purchased gets you one free entry into a drawing to win that cutting board right there. So if you guys want a chance to win a free cutting board with the purchase of a slate coaster, go ahead and get yourself a coaster today. It really helps support the channel and keeps these projects coming out to you guys every week. Thank you guys very much for all your support, likes, and comments. You guys are the foundation of this channel, and I just build on it. So thank you very much, guys, and let's get back to the video. Okay, this part is completely and entirely up to you. I am going to go ahead and drill a hole into the top of here and give a rope so that we can hang it up. But this can sit on a front porch. It can sit inside up against a fireplace mantle. It does not matter. You guys can put hanging hardware in the back of this. Let your imagination run wild. The only thing I will say is make sure you put it where you want it, because I put it in the wrong place and decided I did not actually want it there, but it was a little bit too late. Once you drill a hole, that hole's there forever. Okay, everybody, there you have it. Really easy, simple woodworking project that anybody can really do. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. So there are a bunch of different ways that you can actually make this and market it. You can sell it just like this. It'll sell perfectly fine. You can stain a few of these, make it alternating, stain different things on here, or paint the entire thing white, or stain the entire thing one color. It is completely and entirely up to you the way that you want to do this. You can make a larger version of this. Obviously, remember the weight that you're going to have hanging from something, or it can also just sit right out on somebody's front porch. So there are a lot of different things that you can do with this specific build here. Now, I kind of messed the way that I had mine up because I wasn't paying attention. I wanted it to be like this, and I should have drilled my hole up here. But this is kind of what we got going on with this one. Something else that I probably will fix partially through the video. These are 4 inches. Go ahead and make those 3 inches for the 18-inch ones, because if you don't, you will be about an inch short and you won't be able to get one of these out. So I did actually have to cut an extra one of these, and that was my mistake. Something happened in my math when I was doing it. So that is something that you have to take into consideration. Make these 3 inches, not 4, and you should be able to be perfectly fine with that. Now, like I said, if you use 2 fence pickets, you can make a larger one of these and sell it for more money and a bigger profit. So another thing behind that I want to go over, I have a ton of pallet wood. Something that you can easily do, and this absolutely free. Obviously, I had to go through and cut it, so it's my time. But, I mean, all of these pallet slats are the same, almost exact width that you need this to be, and the same thickness. So recycled pallet wood would be a great one for this project. And then all you will have in it is your time, some brad nails, some screws, and some glue. This is a really great, easy project. And obviously, when you do pallet wood, staining them, you don't have to worry about that because you'll have multiple different types of colors. So the rustic theme is a really good idea. Pricing, I will go ahead and put 2 different sizes on here. And I'm talking from here to here, those sizes, how big I would do those, and the pricing for them. But this guy right here, I would sell anywhere for about $45 to $50, depending on what you're going to do with it, up to $55 if they're going to want a bunch of in-depth things, if you're going to be staining a bunch of different stuff. But if you batch these out, it'll be a lot easier, a lot faster. Really, really easy, simple woodworking project that anybody can do. Like I said, this would be something fun to do with your kids over the weekend. So if you guys enjoyed the project, if you liked what you've seen here today, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the like. After you hit the like, the hype button comes up. Hit that hype button as well. It really helps the small channels. And just so that you guys know, I do have those slate coasters on my Etsy shop still. Not a lot of people have purchased them yet. That would be a really easy way to win a really nice cutting board for $10, maybe a little bit more if you want some more entries. So I will link that in the description box below as well. So if you guys want a chance to win a free cutting board, you guys can get free entries into there by purchasing those slate coasters. But I really appreciate you guys sticking around all the way to the end. Thank you very much, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video.